everyone, CL's here again, playing another game, or a game since the last time I've played a game. I got cookies this time. So yeah, you guys want some? Here, I'll toss a PNG of a cookie at you. Here you go. Alright, this game is called Missing, as you can obviously tell from this title screen. Brilliantly. But anyways, besides that, so, let's start this game. I don't know who's missing, but okay. What are you laughing at? I added your portfolio to my notebook. I don't look good in that photo, though. No! Look! It's like you're preserved here in my notes forever. Isn't that cool? I guess that's a nice thought. Right? I hope we can look back on this summer in the years to come and reminisce over the good old days. I hope we stay friends forever. I wonder who said that, me or meh? Your friend has been missing for over a week now. The local police aren't getting anywhere with their search. It's a small town, and missing people's cases like this are rare and far between. You guess that the lack of progress made in their investigations were due to the fact that they were ill-equipped to handle something like this. Or maybe they're just incompetent. So you decided to take the matters into your own hands. You've had your suspicions. In fact, you'd be suspicious of him for a while. It isn't based on anything concrete. He's well-liked in the community and seems to be a normal guy. It was just an uncomfortable gut feeling. So you find yourself standing outside a small house on the outskirts of town. You look into your notebook. The plan was to enter his home under the guise of an official investigation. You'd have to impersonate a detective, which might get you in trouble if discovered. But, if all goes well, you'd be able to collect the evidence you need to find out what happened to your friend. Or maybe you were wrong. Maybe he's innocent, and you're just blowing things out of proportion, all because of a gut feeling. You look back up the house, where your phone decides to sound for some reason if you heard that. I'm turning down my phone for this investigation and eating another cookie. Oh. You look back at that house. It's a simple one-story building, and it's quite homely. There are plants under the trinkets decorating the portfolio, and the lawn is neatly kept. Oh, sorry. You feel a small pang of gut in your intruding on such a peaceful-looking home. But the feeling I'm sorry, I can't. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pause and finish this cookie. Sorry about that. I had two cookies. But that feeling slowly morphs into a sensation of fear. There's a chill running down your spine as you approach the front door. You stand outside, shifting from one foot to the other. This is it. Should you continue? It's not too late to back out. Can I pause? Is there Q? Tab? Back out. I'm not going in. You bit your lips nervously. This was a bad idea. There are many things that could go wrong. For all you know, he could be completely innocent. You'd be accusing him of a crime he didn't do, and trespassing into his private property. On top of that, you definitely get into some legal trouble if you are found impersonating an authority figure. Head hanging low, you step back from the door. For a moment, your friend's smiling face flashes in your head. You take a last look at the house, and then you leave. Ending 1? Coward. I took the coward way out. That does not deserve a cookie. Alright. I got an ending. I can end this game. See, everybody? Just kidding. I'll meet you guys back when I'm at the choice. I'm gonna eat another cookie. Alright, I'm back. Alright, let's continue. You were nervous, yes, but you were also determined to seek out any clues that can help you find your friend. You quickly soothed out your creases in your dress, making yourself look presentable. With renewed resolve, you knock on the door. There's a small shuffling noise coming from within. One moment. You hear footsteps approaching. The door creaks open, and a friendly face steps in front of you to greet you. Oh! I knew a friendly face, but I didn't think it was that big. You've seen him around town a few times, but his striking, unusual appearance always seems to surprise you. What do you mean? Dude looks fairly normal. Jeez me, I'm so very inconsiderate. You know what? You don't get a cookie. Here, you guys can have this cookie. But, let's continue. Can I help you? Can I help you? His sudden question knocks you out of your stupor. Yes. You pull out a fake badge with a fake identity from your pocket. I'm Detective Quinn with the Border Springs Police Department. You're Crow, correct? Crow glances at your hastily made badge. For a moment, you're worried he's caught onto you, but then he gives an affirmative smile. That's me. I'm here to ask you a few questions, in prudence onto what's going on for a missing persons investigation. Do you mind if I come in? Perfect. Just as you had rehearsed. He eyes you for a moment. Missing persons investigation? You nod. Your palms begin to feel sweaty from all the nerves. He stares at you thoughtfully for a moment. Then he smiles again. Sure thing, detective. Come on in. Crow motions you to enter, and you eagerly do so. As you step inside, he closes the door behind you. And locks it, apparently. Well, I'm about to die. Before you have any time to look around the place, you quickly ushered towards the guest area. Sorry for my appearance, detective. I just gotten home from work, so I haven't gotten to change yet. I can't read. He motions towards his outfit, the standard uniform issued to the crew members at the local train station. I'll brew you up some tea for you. Do you have any preferences? No, anything's fine. Thanks, though. Alright, I'll be back momentarily. Make yourself comfortable. You take a seat down at the table, eyes trailing after Crow as he leaves the room. This should be a good opportunity to look around. Can I save? How do I play this game? There should be okay. My phone keeps popping off for some reason. I hope I don't miss anything important, but you know what? I forgot to turn down the phone. You know what? Let's wait. Let's see what Crow has. You decide to play it safe for a while, reviewing your old notes. You pull out your notebook and pen from inside your pockets and flip through the pages. Ah, there he was. Crow. You couldn't find much information on him. You weren't even able to find his last name. He has virtually no social media presence, nor any close friends who do. He seems to be easygoing. He seems to be the easygoing type, but keeps to himself most of the time. You rub your eyes in frustration. You've spent the last week tailing him in secret, but that was the extent of what you found. He lives such a painfully normal and boring life that he almost felt bad for the guy. Well, you almost felt bad for the guy. You get my meaning. But despite all that, your instincts were telling you that he was dangerous. And that's why you're here now. Your train of thought is broken as you hear a sound of running water going on in the kitchen. Stay at the seat. Unable to muster the courage to leave your seat, You stay put in your spot, fingers nervously tapping the edge of the table. The whistling of the kettle goes off in the kitchen, and you hear the clatter of cups and utensils as Crow prepares the tea. After a few more minutes, he returns with a silver tray in hand. He gently sets down a piping hot cup in front of you. Sugar? I'll pass. He sits down in front of you. He doesn't touch his tea. So, what'd you come to me for? Ask him out. I can ask him out on a date. You know what, Crow, you seem like a nice guy. Let's question him. You try to keep your facade as a detective, asking him questions about his relationships and his personal life, his schedule and alibi. Of course, you weren't able to pick up any inconsistencies, and your line of questioning was inefficient and lacked substance. This back and forth goes on for about a half an hour before you decide to finally cut your losses and leave. Rise up from your seat, tucking away your notebook and pen back into your pocket. Will that be all, Detective Quinn? You sigh and give him a small nod, making your way back towards the front door. Crow trails behind you, seeing you out. There's a feeling of defeat from not having gotten anything worthwhile out of this whole encounter. But you thank him for his time anyways. Glad to have been of help, Detective. Give a half-hearted nod as you walk across the front lawn. If you ever need assistance with that investigation of yours, do feel free to come by for tea again sometime. Petunia Flores. You'll stumble your step. You never told him your real name. You turn back to face him, but he was already gone. Holy crap! Alright, let's get one more thing. I'll see you there when I'm back in the room. Alright. That's it. I'm snooping around. Eager to take advantage of his absence, you quickly leave your seat and head towards the hallway. It's a surprisingly long hallway. The place definitely looked smaller from the outside. The lights are all off, save for yellow glow coming from the last room in the hallway. You nervously turn the doorknob and peek inside. It's a walk-in closet. Rows of clothing are neatly hung on the closet closet rod. Everything is meticulously arranged by color. Blue, white, black. You walk deeper into the wardrobe and are a little surprised that the people actually have rooms of this size dedicated to clothing alone. Really? Have you ever seen, any celebrity? They have, a huge room in their closet. No kidding. And that's when you notice it. Suspiciously placed on the table full of gloves, a blood-stained pair lay out in the open. You shakenly step closer to get a better look, reaching out to pick a piece of evidence you needed. I came to grab a new pair of gloves, but I didn't expect you to have beat me to it. You nearly jump out of your skin at the sudden noise. Sheepishly, you turn to face Crow, who was leaning against the doorway. Upon your reasoning, he noticed the specific article of clothing you were trying to grab. Ah, that? He smiles. That was field dressing a rabbit the other day. Ah, and don't worry, I've got a license. It was understandable. Many residents of the Border Springs participated in the hunting of wild game during the season. But despite that, you felt chills going down your spine. Now I'm a little uncomfortable with a young lady such as yourself going through my clothes. Hey, don't you dare. How about we call it a day here? I do have some matters to attend to. You nod meekly, embarrassed that he'd caught you at such a bad time, and you are swiftly escorted out of his home. Empty-handed. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna get that last thing in. I'll see you guys there. Alright. Let's, wait. Alright, we already know all this, so let's skip this. Alright. Alright. Let's check out the house. Now that it sounded like he was preoccupied with whatever he was going on in the kitchen, you decided to take your time to explore the rest of the house. You quietly leave your seat, scurrying over to a dark hallway. The lights are all off, so you had quite a bit of trouble navigating from room to room. One by one down the hall, you peeked into each room: a restroom, a storage room, a bedroom, and finally a closet. Take a sigh, rubbing your eyes. It was difficult to see in any of these conditions. As you were about to leave the closet, you slipped briefly on a rug. Shoot! You quickly move to readjust the displaced floor covering, then notice something particular as you do. A trapdoor hidden underneath. You feel your heartbeat quicken. Cautiously, you lift up the heavy door and peer inside. Complete darkness. You take a step down, and then another, until you reach the end. By now, your eyes have adjusted to the dim setting. There's a strange smell down here. You cover your mouth to mask the odor, but it penetrates through the air regardless. And then you see it. A wall strewn with pictures of them. Your missing friend. Red ink is scribbled all over every photograph, proclaims of love towards them, and threats of violence towards anyone else who dared interfere. You back up a little at the sight. You froze. That wasn't you. It came from behind. Ah, now you've done it. I was going to let you go, you know. Detective Quinn. Or shall I say, or should I say, Petunia Flores. I thought that humoring you in your little game of detective might satisfy that troublesome sixth sense of yours. But I can't believe you managed to sniff this place out. A shame. Really, a shame. Out of all the inconveniences in my way, you were still tolerable to some extent. He pulls out a needle. There's a murky substance inside. I do hope you don't take any of this personally. I was going to let you go, really, I promise. But the circumstances has changed. And well, I can't have you getting in my way of my love. Ending 5, missing. Have you seen this girl? Is that it? Is that all the endings? Oh man, that was actually, excuse me, that was actually pretty good, huh? Alright, well I hope you guys have enjoyed this game. I want to say that I've enjoyed this too. There's going to be barely any editing, but you know, it was a good game, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And I got my last 2 cookies that I'm going to enjoy off camera. I'll see you guys next time.